Well, hello, Lucha Maniacs. I see we got Wiki Bobby. We got Jets Mess. We got Bob Hutchinson. Joe Hersky. What's up, pal? It's Saturday night. It's American Luchador. We're going to do something. What's everybody up to? Hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather. I know I am. Getting some stuff done outside. You know, doing things. Not sitting around watching goddamn TV. Watching Svengoolie. All right. Fair enough. I did pick up something today, and of course it's in the truck, so you're shit out of luck. But I do have something that I picked up, I don't know, last week. When's Luch on location coming? What do you mean out in the Luch? Vincent Price, the Tingler. I mean, we can go on location whenever. We can do some outside shows. Yard's all gussied up. Here's something I did pick up. I don't remember if it was Hartville or Rogers. Japanese PlayStation 1 game. I remember back in the day getting all these games. This is Killick, the Blood. It's totally complete, even with all the little books and maps in here. It's a grid map. I really like picking these things up. And the price is right, so I picked it up. I think it was at Rogers, actually. Like the boxes, they come in Japan a whole lot better. Well, it's all Japanese on the back. I mean, got that going for you. So I picked this up last week, I think. We're going to do a review here in a minute. This review will be brought to you by Island Kyle. Island Kyle is a interesting fella. Nice and thick. Yeah, that's what she said. So Island Kyle is really into these little things here called buzz balls. Any of you fellas out there ever tried these? I have never had a buzz ball. So I got a few of them. We're going to give them a whirl. We're going to give them a taste test. It's a cocktail. It's 15% alcohol, it says. It's a women-owned business. So we're going to give buzz balls a try. Oh, there you go. Buzz balls. This is for Island Kyle. Toby Keith's still dead, motherfucker. So it says shake well. So we're going to give this Tequila Rita a whirl. Got a little... I guess they sell these at high quality gas stations. A little like pop can top. Let's see. It don't smell good, boys and girls. Let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna say I don't like this. Nope. That Tequila Rita gets 0 out of 5 luchadors. Let me take a little sip of Diet Coke and try to get that shit out of my mouth. You ever heard the old saying, why does a dog lick his own ass? It'd be to get the taste of that out of its mouth. Alan Kyle, that first one's a straight Toby Keith. All right, we're going to go with a Cran Blaster next. Give it a little shake. Well, this one don't smell any better. Give it a taste. This is for you, Alan Kyle. Oh. Woo-wee. I'm going to rate that one a half a luchador out of 5. It wasn't as horrible as the first one. Alan Kyle, these aren't very good. Let's do the one that I like apple flavored stuff, so I'm not sure what woman owns this. She must be a full-blown fucking alcoholic. It's basically rubbing alcohol and Kool-Aid is what it tastes like. I can't get the fucking taste out of my mouth. All right. These are rough. Sugar water booze. There ain't no sugar in them. It tastes like alcohol with a little bit of Kool-Aid. Well, this one smells the most appealing at this point. Alan Kyle, this is a dud. These are no good. Whew. I rate it 1 out of 5 luchadors. Not good. Not good. I mean, I don't know what I'm even going to do with this one. I think this one's for, I don't say how many servings is on here. We're going to give this one a taste test too, boys and girls. Might as well, right? This is for you, Alan Kyle, and for Toby Keith up there in heaven. Do. Oh, this one's got a fancy pour spout. Fuck that. I rate that 2 out of 5 luchadors. This stuff's straight stone cold garbage. And fuck Toby Keith. All right, now that we've That shit's disgusting. Now that we got that the fuck out of the way. Ugh. Who the fuck drinks that shit? Ugh. I don't care if it's owned by a woman or a man. Excuse me, or an alien. I don't give a fuck what it's owned by. It's fucking garbage. I'm not sure why my screen's raining. Somebody doing that? Am I doing that? Okay, I'm not drunk, so are you guys seeing this too? Not sure what's going off there. All right, it's recognizing thumbs up. That's as far as I can get the finger to go up, boys. That's it. But I can get that much down now. I mean, I dig the rain effect. It's the way it was raining and sleeting when I crossed the Delaware on Christmas, motherfuckers. The slaughtered Englishmen. And I ate their fucking shepherd's pie. And I ate a couple of the shepherds, too. That seems to be the only thing it reacts to. I don't know, guys. Somebody want to Google it while I'm on here? I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Tell you one thing. You know, a little buzz off those buzz balls, but I don't think it was worth it. I feel a little not so good. Not so good. Achievement Slayer, what's up? Achievement Slayer, what's up when I put my thumbs down and the screen goes to rain and dark? Maybe I'd know it'd be him. Didn't know it was dinosaur month. I'll take it. So did everybody see Ethan Page's big debut in NXT going after Trick Williams, baby? Me and Joe got to see him right there at the AIW show. He must have been on his way up Connecticut way and just figured he'd stop in, slap Bishop around a little bit and jump back in his car and leave. You have to look into it because I wish there was more effects it did because the rain, while it's cool, I'm going to sit here with my thumbs down the whole time. I think it's doing it because we're getting closer and closer, boys and girls, to the 4th of July. 4th of July is the American Luchador's favorite holiday. It should be all of you motherfuckers' favorite holiday. Because it celebrates the birth of a nation. The birth of the greatest nation on this planet. No, let me correct that. The birth of the greatest nation in this universe. Well, I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. I'll be getting on Call of Duty here in a little bit. 4th of July is my favorite holiday other than Halloween. Obviously, I got married on Halloween. It's always been my favorite holiday. I know it's favored a lot of you poors out there too because you like to go beg shit for free. I preferred the trick over the treat. But it's troubling times right now in the world. I see a lot of people, as I like to call it, simping. Simping for people that are actually the oppressors. I don't usually get political on this show, but I'm feeling it today. You know, as I was working, doing some electrical and whatnot around the house, because I'm not a ne'er-do-well, lazy piece of shit, contrary to what some of you might believe. I got my phone on, listening to news from different. You have PlayStation 5, Helldivers 2. I have not tried. I have PS5 and Xbox because I'm not a poor achievement slayer. But my PS5, I probably should do something with it. It's sitting right over here. Well, you probably see the edge of it right there. I haven't turned it on in months. I play my Xbox because it just happens to be hooked up downstairs. But I see these people and they're simping. They're simping for people who would seriously stone them to death. You're not a poor achievement slayer. Don't ever say that. Speaking of which, before I continue with my rant, how did your rating go with the VA achievement slayer? This fucking battery dead? Speaking of vaping, why he's coming up with that typing. Once again, brought to you by Midnight Smoke Shop. Open 365 days a year for your smoking needs and accessories at 3712 Pearl Road. Beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. 9 a.m. to midnight. They still got that 2 for sale going on, boys and girls. Go get your disposables. Still in limbo. Hope it works out. Me and another vet who I work with, because, you know, I have a job unlike some of these fucks. I'd said this many a year ago, that every veteran should get a card, like a debit card, up to $50 on it or whatever, $60. That veteran should be able to go once a day, 365 days a year, the same way Midnight Smoke Shop's open, and get him a hot meal. Whether he has a job, an income, or he's homeless, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. He is issued a card, or it's his driver's license, or his state ID, or whatever he has. You know, everything's going paperless anyways. The government, being us taxpayers, should flip the bill for this fuck to eat. At least one hot meal a day. He's got $60 a day to eat whatever the fuck he wants. Let's go to a place where it's a $100 steak, he can pony up the other 40. Let's not get ridiculous. He wants to eat himself retarded on motherfucking Taco Bell, whatever. $60 worth of Taco Bell a day. Whatever he wants. That's what Americans should do. Most people, most nations over time have taken care of their veterans. They ain't shit on them. They ain't spit on them. They hold them in high regards. And they treat them as such. And they should here too. 3 buffets. You can use it for whatever fuck you want. You can take it. Well, I don't know what a fucking bean burrito is. Back in the day, bean burritos at Taco Bell, I remember when they were 39 cents a piece. That's the beans, onions, sauce, cheese, and a tortilla. 39 cents. And it ain't been that long ago. I graduated high school in 1990, so I figured it ought to be at least $1 a piece now. So you get yourself 60 fucking bean burritos a day, whatever the fuck it is. You get it, You eat it, you fucking feed it to other hobos. I don't give a fuck. That's where our tax dollars should go. But I'm going to go back to my, since nobody's talking about wrestling, about my simping. There's a lot of things going off in this world today. There's a lot of things going off in the Middle East. For any mongoloid out there says anything retarded, if you're simping for Palestine or cheering for Palestine, you might as well be a Nazi. And then you're gonna be like, oh, well, you know, they're occupying their land, and they're doing this and they're doing that. Well, it was their land first. These are the same fucktards who scream that we should give it back to the Native Americans, the Indians, the Redskins, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Yet, the people that were displaced, 110% from, you know what, I've been to Israel. I don't know who would really want that land, but, I mean, they do. That area of the Middle East is not oil rich either, by the way. So it's not like they're wanting the oil. Everything that is there was put there by the Israelis. So this is from 1948 on, less than 100 years. Because before that, it was all just sand dunes, mud huts. Much like the rest of the Middle East. And I can speak on that from experience, and we're going to let it go at that. But I see all these fucktards simping for these pieces of shit who do wage war on innocent civilians. War is not a pretty thing, boys and girls. Avian Savage, what's up? I'm on a rant. There's acceptable collateral damage. People that have to inflict this have to learn to live with it. The rest of us can be armchair quarterbacks sitting back and, well, you know, this is what I would have done. No, it ain't. But when you intentionally wage war on civilians, non-combatants, especially women and children, maybe chauvinistic of me, I don't give a fuck, because I'm an American man, and I do the right thing. But I'll see all these libtard fucks. God, I hate using that word, especially on my show. But talking all this shit. Well, you're being like Toby Keith was. Toby Keith is what I call a patronazi. Toby Keith, when other fucks of my age bracket, including me, were being sent in a sandbox, Toby Keith's tubby ass was sitting back with his Stetson hat and his 24-karat gold belt buckle, singing songs about lifted pickup trucks and red Solo cups and whatnot. And I don't know, Old Glory, and he was patronazi. He was doing all the American type things. That's why I hate Toby Keith. He's in a better place now. I actually hope not, but it's a whole other story. It's just not cool. And it really pisses me off, boys and girls, that we've come to this point. I mean, maybe you guys should look into history, you guys simping for these desert dwellers that are known homosexuals and camel fuckers. But if you decide to be gay over there, trans, whatever term you want to use, it's Pride Month, ain't it? Yeah, that's right. June's Pride Month. These people will stone you to death and then fuck your corpse. This ain't made up. This ain't me just pulling shit out my ass. These are facts. Facts that the rest of the world need to wake up to. Dinosaur Month, that's the month I prefer, Achievement Slayer. Achievement Slayer, I think we talked about this before. You was over in the sandbox fucking around, no? You dealt with these individuals, no? I ain't mad at him at all. Used to be bitter a few years ago. Not so much anymore. Ramadi. Volusia. I was just talking about that too, but whole other story. You're a different kind of people, different way of life. They don't think the way me and you do. They think what I'm doing right now, well, it might be offensive to a lot of people. It's not, to use the term, it's not kosher. They don't allow it. No bueno, no good. Nope. And all these fucktards that are collecting checks, claiming to have what is it, Bob? DID? I don't know, fuck, whatever. You pretend you're Sybil. You got 32 personalities living in your body. You're just faking it, but it's a whole other story. They'll just stone you to death and fuck your corpse, or rape you, stone you, then fuck your corpse, whichever way they feel like doing it. They only understand diplomacy at the end of a barrel. And anybody that don't stand with Israel, see yourself out the door, because you're not an American. And to think they somehow or another, these Palestinian fucks, oh, my best friend growing up was Jordanian and a Muslim. Your Marines should have been fucking squared away, brother. We didn't have that kind of hatred. Different branch, and definitely a different unit. Yeah. Didn't even know you was Arab, brother. Well, I can only hope, since you're an American, and you served as a Marine, and once a Marine, always a Marine, you surely are not siding with these fuckos. I found it very disheartening, the things I found, or heard on the internet today. I wish I'd put it on a wrestling video instead of current news, and then it would have continued playing wrestling videos in the background as opposed to what it was playing. You're local, no Achievement Slayer? And was you full-time or guard? Because a real close friend of mine, oh, they do hate any Arab Christians. Ask the Lebanese. You come out of Brook Park, or were you full-time? Full active duty, all right. My buddy, he was reserve, but he ended up over there. He was out of the Brook Park. I think it's Brook Park. Them old boys he was a Marine. They got cut up pretty bad. He's a well-adjusted human being, all in all. I see him minimum 5 days a week. He's a little retarded sometimes, and don't take us the wrong way. Achievement Slayer, he's a crayon eater, like you. I mean, it is what it is. But anybody that I know that sides with the Palestinians, I'm going to take a little hit of this big, or what's it called, a buzzball biggie. I'd rather you unfriended me, gave me a thumbs down, told me to fuck myself, and see yourself the fuck away from my show. Because I ain't down with that shit. I'm all about freedom. Well, I'm being Jewish. Mac and cheese crayon is the best crayon. I don't think it tastes like mac and cheese, my friend. They all taste like wax. I mean, I'm surprised you could actually read what was on it. Somebody else tell you based on the color? Because it wasn't me, because I'm colorblind. But yeah, for the most part today, I listened to a lot of that on the YouTuber and whatnot. Things going off. You know, obviously I was aware of everything from way back in October. I see all these people with Rafah, whatever shithole. Yeah, I said it. Call me a Trumper, call me whatever shithole. There at the end of the strip that the combatants are using civilians, women, and children as shields. Collateral damage. And people are like, we don't wage war that way, and neither does any civilized nation. Well, I mean, the Great War, as they call it, the greatest war, the greatest generation. I mean, if you know anything about it, the bombing raids, not by the Russians. We're going to stay with the Allies, except the Russians. Even in France, especially in Germany. You know, everybody's ungrateful, and I didn't see that quote. Now, he's been around for a while. He's been in and out. I don't. Politicians are politicians. Give a fuck about politicians. I'm talking about the Israeli people. They're Christian. They're Jewish. Believe it or not, some are Muslim. They're atheist. They're just people. They have every right to that piece of land legally. It's not even about legally, it's about morally. It's theirs. They have defended that piece of land, that piece of dirt, fought for it and defended it since 1947. They've been run out of it many years before, and they got it back with just reasons. If you've never been to Israel, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like desert, it's beautiful. Depending on where you're at. It's even more beautiful when you see out to sea. Allies and enemies alike. I mean, I don't know. The French, as opposed to sucking our dick 24/7, which they should, spit on us every chance they get. I mean, they rolled over worse than the Polacks for the Nazis, but that's a whole other story. Of course, the Polacks tried to fight, but they had horse and carts, spears. They actually had lancers in World War II. Well, 1938. Beginning of World War II. They still had Lancer divisions, cavalry Lancer divisions. Sort of bizarre, but they are Polish. Trying to fight tanks. Insert Polak joke here. Not to offend any of my Polish brethren, but don't be a lock. Yeah, that's why I hate getting into political things. Because a lot of people get vagina hurt. I'm just going to say it. If you don't stand with Israel, get the fuck out. Tell me to fuck off. Pretend you don't know me. I'd prefer it that way. If you're somehow or another anti-American, because believe me, I have my issues with the government, but not my country. You should probably get the fuck out. Love this place. Been all over the world. Been all over this country as well. Somehow or another, always end up back in this area. Go figure. Lived out west, down south, up north. Been to Canada. Believe me, they ain't got nothing up there we need because Molson sucks anyways. And the weather is even worse than Cleveland. Well, I do love the desert. I do like trees. Um, Nothing like taking your shoes off and walking through the grass. Don't try that in Texas because it'll be the greenest, brightest grass, thickest looking grass you ever seen. You get a foot full of prickers. Uh, you should stand with Israel. The only thing in the Middle East that's anywhere near civilization. I mean, and don't, people bring up Saudi Arabia. People talk about class differences and whatnot. I hear that out of the commie fucktards on their $1,200 iPhone living in mom's basement. Middle East, class differences is a difference. There's two classes. There's no middle class at all. There is the filthy rich, and then I can't get low enough to keep it on camera. Everybody else. Capitalism's the way to go. Fair trade. Oh, I'm losing viewers. I mean, if you don't stand with Israel, that's cool. We give billions of dollars to the Ukraine, too. And I actually supported the Ukraine when their initial invasion happened. I agree with you on that, Achievement Slayer. At this point, it's opposed to giving the Ukraine money, which we're giving them cash, not just munitions. We should give them all the equipment and munitions that we cycle in and out, as Achievement Slayer will tell you, and any veteran that's in here. We cycle out all this equipment continuously. We, at the end of the month, even in my unit, had thousands upon thousands of rounds that need burned up. We only stockpile them so long. I'm talking thousands of rounds that need burned up. Send them all that. Send them some Bradleys. Hell, do the same thing we did for the Israelis. Send them some stripped down while they'd be... The Israelis, I remember when I was a child, it was a big shitstorm over here. I was a youngin'. They'd send them all these F-15 Strike Eagles. We'd pulled all the electronics packs out of them, all the really super high-tech shit that we'd developed. And that gave them air superiority in the Middle East. And to this day, they still have it. But yeah, I'm just a sad luchador today, boys and girls, and I'm sorry. All the multicolored hair weirdos that are simping for the Palestinian plight. I don't know. Do what some fucktards here did, and from the rest of the world. Do yourself a GoFundMe as opposed to, paying for Taylor Swift tickets or whatever the fuck you're begging for, or HasLab Galactuses. Oh, I'm getting it off tonight. I'm telling you, I've been listening to that shit all day as I'm working. I find it disheartening. Really do. The thing about it is, a lot of you guys know, I'm actually, believe it or not, should be the Hebrew luchador. But it's been less than 100 years since the Holocaust, and it happened. We know it happened because the Germans kept great records. Not just first-hand accounts of said things, but the German machine itself kept quite a paper trail. Video, well, film, you name it. Lots of documentation of what they were doing. And if it don't, as a human being, make you sad. Oh my God, I'm down to 3 viewers. I'm about to kill this show. If it don't make you sad with the state of affairs, there's probably something wrong with you. It's no bueno, boys and girls. Not a good day. I really don't care about the Mandalorian or whatever Star Wars machinery is going today, and etc. and so on. And while it was cool to see Ethan Page at the AIW show, there's bigger things in this world, boys and girls. I think everybody should do some self-examination. The little bubble we live in here, well, it's a real world to us. It's not to most people. I'm thankful every day that I have a roof over my head that me and my Mrs. Luchador work for. We have vehicles that we pay for. We pay for everything. I spend the day with my fat ass crawling around on my hands and knees, repairing concrete, just doing things like that, doing some electrical work. Save a few bucks, and, well, I'm a handy luchador, actually. Well, except with the table saw. We won't even go into that. That's all on me. The freedoms we have here to talk shit, everybody takes for granted. Probably shouldn't. And, yeah, not good. Wonder how many people unsubscribed. I'm glad it's not a contest, and I worry about that. I do, for the most part, worry about, putting on some kind of a show. And sorry it's not my usual show. I like audience participation, and nobody is participating, so I went on a rant, and it is what it is. At the time I meant, what the fuck, Wiki Bobby, what the fuck are you talking about? All right, buzzball time. Oh, it's still bad. Probably should go start another load of laundry and play some Call of Duty and lay it the fuck down. We'll be posting some food reviews, because this is America and that's what I can do. I had the, well, actually, I'll show the sticker. Sespe Burger. Probably it's not focusing, guys. I'm sorry. California Smash Burger. The one we ate at was in Columbiana, Ohio, near Rogers, Ohio. Very delicious. I haven't posted the video yet, but I did finally bring the sticker out of my truck, along with some other stickers. Who never believed the Holocaust other than people with no teeth that live in trailers? Are you talking about the same people that believe the earth is flat? Because I discount anything they say because they're mongoloid retards. They remind me of the guys on Call of Duty that run around with a shield, a riot shield, mind you, and a throwing knife. They're the same guys that have sex with their mother and thinks it counts. No bueno. It's another little thing. Any of you guys out there that play Call of Duty, if you're running with a riot shield and a throwing knife, or a riot shield and whatever, you're a piece of shit. Worst thing on any Call of Duty game is the person who runs with a riot shield. There, I said it. And you definitely have sex with your mother. With that being said, I'm going to get off here before I say anything more offensive. But, yep. On that note, maybe I'll see you guys next week. Toy Ohio is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. June 15th. Skyrim Special Edition. Yeah, I know the game Skyrim. That's been out for a while. Ohio. They have a list of wrestlers up, including Willow Nightingale, Matt Cardona. Well, hell, those are the only two that even matter. Other than that, who gives a fuck? No, there's like 10 wrestlers. I cussed out Fuck Money Fusselman because it's going to cost me $400 in autographs alone. Speaking of autographs for Toy Ohio, I have exactly, I got them set right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these left. Toy Ohio turnbuckle pads. They're $65 a piece. Perfect for autographs. Or just to hang on the wall as a turnbuckle pad. But you can fill it up front and back with autographs. I am going to have to, after this one, get onto the back of mine. I know you guys know we'd got them made for the Jericho cruise back in the day. Ooh, I'm down to 2 viewers. Dum dum dum. On that note, we'll see you guys next Saturday. If not, I'll post some random videos, but stand with Israel, baby.